Morning folks, it's Harry from Pilelistracing here and giving you a quick snippet of Saturday's best bets for the guys at welovebetting.co.uk. It's Ebor Day at York and the rain has fallen overnight and has put the card into disarray. We've got non-runners galore and there's only 14 left in the Ebor as at the time of filming. But still I fancy one quite strongly in this and I am going for the Mark Johnson trade Oriental Fox in the Ebor, which is the 350 at York. Oriental Fox has had a pretty solid career and a pretty solid season so far, and especially when we've got soft ground, he really comes into his own then. He was third last time out in the Shergar Cup. He's just done half a length, over 2 miles, and in the process looking like the drop back to this trip may well suit. Was second in the Northumberland Plate to Tominator, again on good to soft ground, again at a big price, and then prior to that he was second over this trip at mile 6 at Goodwood. In another decent race, again just being seen off by a short distance towards the end of the race. So Oriental Fox looks really solid for me in this, especially now the rain's come. Mark Johnson in good form. Joe Fanning gets on with this horse very, very well indeed. And at 20 to 1 or 16 to 1 you can get now, I think, really, with the 14 runners left. Oriental Fox looks a very solid each way bet in the Ebor. Moving on to Goodwood, across to Goodwood for the 255 there. This is a 7 furlong handicap, a very, very classy event, decent field, and another big pricer I like here, an old favourite of mine. Now we've got softish ground. Monsieur Chevalier could well come into his own. Very strange profile, this horse, really. Second in the Golden Jubilee back in 2011 on soft ground. That's a Group 1 for any of you not aware. So that is high class form. Then had a year off pretty much with quite a serious injury, came back, didn't do much, and has since been upped in trip by his new trainer to sort of 7 furlongs. Even tried a mile. I think a mile is too far for him, but 7 furlongs seems to suit very nicely indeed. And this will be the first time that Monsieur Chevalier has had soft ground in a handicap since he has come back from his injury. He was a very, very good length and a 3/4, 5th as it turned out to Garswood in a Group 2 at Goodwood last time, and was stopped in his run repeatedly there. Would have gone very close to winning with a clear run, and Monsieur Chevalier back in a handicap today, softish ground, overpriced at 20 to 1, 25s if you've got the right accounts. So that's a 255 at Goodwood. And then we go on to the evening action, and we're looking at Redcar, a very solid bet in the 7 o'clock at Redcar, Kiwi Bay. I cannot see this one being out of the first 2 really. It'll go from the front, it'll try to make all and burn everything off. The rain that's come won't affect it, goes equally well on soft or good to firm. Arguably better on soft. So Kiwi Bay very solid each way at about 3 to 1 now. I know each way it's not everyone's cup of tea at that price, but I am very confident this one will be in the top 3. Currently with 8 runners, you'd get the majority of your money back there if it didn't win. And then on to the 8 o'clock at Redcar, and this one's a bigger price, 16 to 1, unexposed still, Copper to Gold in a 0 to 55 handicap. It's a week race, and Copper to Gold for Robin Basterman, I think, is a horse that can show itself to be better than it has currently. So each way in the 8 o'clock, Copper to Gold each way at 16 to 1. Good luck.